Okay, is how to determine whether something is a necessary condition for something else. What we have are our target features, G. Again, the tilde represents that. The tilde represents that G is not present. And then A through D, A, B, C, and D. These are our candidate features. So what we're asking is, are any of A, B, C, or D necessary conditions for G? So the necessary condition test says that any candidate that is absent when G is present is eliminated as a possible necessary condition of G. So the first thing to recognize is that when G is absent, we don't really care about those cases. Those cases are irrelevant. So case 1 is irrelevant to determining whether anything's a necessary condition here. What we need to look for is cases where G is present. And in cases 2 and 3, G is present. So what we have to look for in those cases are whether we can find whether A, B, and C, and D are absent in the case where G is present. So in case 2, right, you see that A is absent when G is present. And that means that A cannot be a necessary condition for G, right? Because G can be present even when A is not present. And that means A is not a necessary condition. Look at case 3 now. Here you see both B and D are absent when G is present. And what that means is that B and D cannot be necessary conditions for G. Again, because G is here even though B and D are not here, right? Not there. And that means neither B nor D are necessary conditions for G, because G obtains regardless of whether those are present in this case. Okay, so the result of this analysis for these 3 cases is that C is a necessary condition for G, because C is never absent when G is present, right? In fact, C is never absent at all. Suppose, however, we were to add a further case, right? So more data. We would collect more data, and we collected this data in case 4. So in this case, you notice that C is indeed absent when G is present, and that would rule C out as a necessary condition, right? So again, the point here is that something is a necessary condition only relative to a set of data, right? So we can say, based on the information we've gathered, C is a necessary condition, as it was when we only had 3 different cases we were considering. Whereas when we added that 4th case, right, that 4th case ruled out C as a necessary condition because G was present even though C was absent in that case.